Happy New Year! Welcome back to Westdale Middle School. We're so excited for this 2017 semester. The second semester of the school year is going to be amazing. You've done a fantastic job. This school year has had its challenges, that's for sure, but you are resilient and you are the best students in town, and we're so lucky to be here with you, and you're lucky to be here with all of us. This semester, I want you to really focus on taking ownership of not only your own schoolwork and your grades and your middle school experience, especially you 8th graders, because this is your last semester in middle school. Take ownership of that experience. Realize that you are in control of how this semester goes. But also I want you to take ownership of our whole school, take ownership of our campus. Be the student who sees a piece of trash and picks it up, and I've seen that so much around campus. Students cleaning up after themselves, students cleaning up after other people who are not so polite, who are not taking ownership. But really, this is your semester to shine. This is your semester to make this a year to remember. So we're really excited about this spring semester. It's going to be fantastic. We have some announcements today. I want to remind you of some of our procedures. First of all, students, I want to remind you that we have to protect our instructional time. That means that you have to stay in class for the whole class period, every day, every class period. Teachers are not going to write hall passes unless there's an absolute emergency. We're not going to see people who are just going to get water on a regular basis. That doesn't happen. Students should be in class unless you have an emergency. And if you have to leave the class, you must have a written pass from that teacher. Teachers, please remember to take accurate attendance at the beginning of every period and adjust that attendance for any student who may come in after you've taken that attendance. We have to make sure that our attendance records are correct so that we know where every student is at all times. So let's make sure that our attendance records are correct using eSchool. If for some reason your eSchool is not working, please send a written attendance sheet to the office for each period, even if everyone is present. Students, I want to remind you about some school-wide procedures. First of all, we need to make sure that we're paying very close attention to the announcements. Students, I can't email all of you like I can email your teachers, and we don't have big meetings with the whole school together so I can tell you about important things. The way that I get important information to you is through not only these morning announcements, but also afternoon announcements. So I need you to make sure that you are paying very close attention to morning announcements and afternoon announcements, and that there's no Chromebook returning until after afternoon announcements are complete. So at the end of the day, when we're doing afternoon announcements, we may be saying something that you haven't heard before that you need to know for that afternoon or for that next morning. So make sure that you give your full attention in the afternoon. Teachers, please make sure at the end of 5th block, when afternoon announcements come on, that all students stay put, stay in their seats, listen attentively to the afternoon announcements, and then at the end of those we'll announce that it's time to return Chromebooks, and then we'll get that done. Well, we still are going to be working on Kickboard in this semester. Everyone is reset to $100. It does not matter what your balance was, how high your balance was, or how low your balance was. At the end of the semester, you are starting fresh, like a whole new school year. Everybody is at $100, and you will choose with your behavior if you go up from $100 or if you drop below $100. Remember that you have to have at least $100 to be able to participate in any school activities. We're also going to have a lot more this semester of things you can buy with your Kickboard points. Buy your way into a dance, or we're going to get pretty creative with how you can use your Kickboard money. So those of you who are earning Kickboard money, you can spend it more often. Hopefully we'll be able to do something, around once a week with Kickboard money. And sometimes it'll be big stuff, sometimes it'll just be little stuff, like maybe you can listen to your music in the cafeteria or something like that. So we're going to be brainstorming. If you have ideas, please let us know about how you can use your Kickboard money, but we're really excited to see everybody move up in Kickboard and earn that money, and hopefully you won't lose. We won't have students who are losing a lot of money in Kickboard. We want you to move up, improve your behavior, set goals for where you want to get in Kickboard, and then go figure out how to do it. A lot of you did that at the end of the first semester. You set a goal and you needed to get to a certain point to go to the dance or to go to the movie night, and you did it. And so if you can do that every day, set a goal and figure out what it's going to take to accomplish that goal. And it's all about you being in control of how your semester goes, like I already said. You are going to be the one in control of how that happens. It's just all about your behavior day to day, and that's academic behavior. That's just little small steps and little small decisions that you make every day to create excellence in your life. Tomorrow we'll have our first Casual Friday. Tomorrow's already Friday, so we're eased back into the semester here, but we will have Casual Friday tomorrow. Remember, Casual Friday is you bring $1 to your homeroom teacher. You have free dress bottoms as long as your jeans do not have any holes. No holes in jeans ever at Westdale. But you have $1 free dress bottoms with a uniform shirt. Remember on Casual Fridays that our jacket policy is still in effect. So navy blue plain or Westdale jackets only will be allowed in the classroom. So make sure you know on Casual Fridays that jacket policy is still in effect. You can't wear any jacket you want on Casual Fridays. Now, we're having a little bit of a problem with report cards. We were hoping to have report cards printed and to be able to give them out to you today, but there's a district-wide technology problem with report cards. We're having trouble averaging the semester grades. So we're hoping that by tomorrow, the problem will be fixed and we'll be able to send report cards home either on Monday or Tuesday of next week. But just hold on for a couple more days and let the district figure out how to fix this technology problem so we can get report cards home to you. I do want to let you know, students, that we are analyzing midterm data. All of the midterms that you took online in EDMS, we're analyzing that data to determine which students are going to have to go to after-school tutoring. Now, this is a requirement for students who are assigned. So if you are assigned after-school tutoring, you have to go. Transportation will be provided. This is for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders to go to after-school tutoring, depending on what your data looks like and what your performance looks like for the first half of this school year. After-school tutoring is going to start on January 31st. So teachers, we're going to let you know what the procedures are for that, and students will get those applications out to you, or we'll get those permission slips out to you. But remember, if you are assigned to after-school tutoring, it is required that you go. We have a big, exciting trip for our 6th graders. All of our 6th graders who bring back their permission slips will be eligible to go to LSU. That field trip is going to be on January 17th. Teachers, those permission slips were in your mailbox this morning, so please get those permission slips out to your homeroom classes of 6th graders only. This trip is only for 6th graders. It's a really fun visit to LSU. We have a theater performance, and I think there's some agricultural experiences and some other things that we're going to do at LSU. It's going to be a great time on January 17th. 6th grade students, you have to bring those permission slips back. If you don't, you can't go. If you're under $100 in kickboard, you can't go. You have to make sure that you are ready for this field trip and do what you need to do to go. But it is going to be a great time for those students who get to go. Attention all beta members, there will be a beta meeting tomorrow morning. That's on Friday. You'll be called out of advisory to meet with Ms. Moore and Mr. Fontanet. Be sure to bring in your hour sheets. Teachers, a list of beta members will be placed in your box this afternoon. Thank you for your attention this morning, students. Take ownership of your school year for the rest of the year. You are in control of how it goes. You are in control of whether or not you have a positive experience. That's with your grades. That's with everything. I know that we're asking you to do a lot of hard stuff in class. This is a rigorous academic semester. This is a rigorous academic school. But just because it's hard doesn't mean you can't do it. That just means you have to work hard. So I want to see everybody out there working hard. I'm so lucky to be the principal of this school. I love all of you, and I can't wait for this second semester. And in this second semester, I want you to come to school prepared to learn, read every day, obey the rules, take care of each other, and success will follow.